What's up, everybody? It's Billy from Neighborly Discourse with Billy and Steve. This is Fire Up the Mics. So those of you who are new here, shaking the camera, Fire Up the Mics is simple. It's something you just saw on the news, heard, friends, whoever say whatever, and you got to rush to the mic and say something. You see I got my white shirt on, I was sitting down eating dinner or finishing up dinner, and across my feed comes this one of my social medias, this Maryland governor, Larry Hogan, who has been ripping DeSantis and the Parental Rights Bill of Florida for the last day or two. And come to find out, Larry Hogan has not seen the details of the bill. So he's been railing against it, says it's absurd, talking all kinds of crap about it. And come to find out, he hasn't even read it, has no idea what it's about, but he felt the need to comment on it. So what he's doing, in my opinion, is going off of the media, as you'll see here. I'm going to show this image here. I typed in the don't say, and boom, auto-populated don't say gay bill Florida. And I see from Yahoo News, NBC News, ABC News, FindLaw.com, New York Times, CNN, Florida's Don't Say Gay Bill. What does Don't Say Gay Bill actually say? Florida passes controversial Don't Say Gay Bill. Florida governor signs controversial Don't Say Gay. Understanding the Don't Say Gay. Opponents called Don't Say Gay Bill. Do you know what that's called? Do you know what that's called? A great word that the liberals of the liberal media love to use, disinformation. Well, misinformation, false or inaccurate information, especially that which is deliberately intended to deceive. Sounds like they're trying to deceive, right? And disinformation is, let's see here, I had that up here as well, false information that is intended to mislead, especially propaganda issued by a government organization to rival power or the media. Well, issued by a government organization, we know the left-wing media is a government organization, to rival power or the media. So hold on a second. So because they're the media, are they allowed to spread disinformation, or is that like they took themselves out of that? Because that's what this is. This is disinformation, okay? This is 100% false information which is intended to mislead, especially propaganda issued by a government organization, okay? This is insane. This bill says nothing about being gay, all right? This governor, again, Larry Hogan, felt the need to trash the bill, trash DeSantis, trash Florida, and didn't even read it. How can you people be okay with that? I mean, what do the kids say nowadays when someone says something truthful? They say, facts. That's what they say? Facts. This guy didn't read it, and he's talking about it. That's a problem. Also, facts. Again, what the kids say. I hate saying it. Disinformation. False information which is intended to mislead, especially propaganda. This is the Florida education. I'm going to read it to you exactly what it is. Parental rights in education. Okay, I'm going to put, you'll see the thing here. Essentially, requiring school boards to adopt procedures or certain provisions of notifying students' parents with specific information. Keep reading it. School district from encouraging classroom discussion about sexual orientation or gender identity in primary school levels or in a specified manner. So read what it says here. They don't want you talking to your kids about gender or sexual orientation, okay? Nowhere in there does it say anything about being gay. Sexual orientation could mean heterosexual. Come on, let's not be crazy, all right? This means that no teacher should talk to any kid about anything gender or sexual related across the board. Not strictly gay, not trans, not heterosexual, all of it. They shouldn't talk about it. And if the kid confides something into the teacher, this law, which again, we have to have a law because these people will not follow the rules, ethical rules. They'll keep it a secret from the parent. How many of you want to know if your kid's being bullied at school? If your kid is eating at school? Is your kid playing nicely at school? Does your kid have friends? You want to know all of this stuff that goes on in school. But if your kid thinks he wants to be a boy or a girl, they have the right to keep it from you. And little kids play dress up all the time. But some of these crazy liberals will run with it. Oh my God, Tommy wants to be a little girl. Look, he's wearing the pumps in dress up section. Or he just grabbed a pair of shoes because he's 3. You have to legislate these crazy people. The teachers. So that's a fire of the mics, man. It's quick. It's to the point. This is nonsense, man. Nowhere in here to say anything about gay. It says sexual orientation. I'm a straight guy. That is my sexual orientation. I do not want a teacher talking to my kid about heterosexuality, making out, kissing, tongues, all that crap. I don't want to hear it. Across the board. No one should be talking about it. Teach the kids math, language arts, ABCs, history, all of that. Keep the sexual orientation stuff, the sexual orientation for science, for biology class, in late middle school, early high school, and in college. And keep it strictly scientific. But yeah, man, it got me worked up, bro. These people only see the headlines in the news. We talked about it on the main podcast yesterday. That like 20% of people say they oppose the Don't Say Gay bill, which it has nothing to do with being gay. This is saying you can't talk to a little kid about gender or sexual orientation in the state of Florida from kindergarten to 3. And that's heterosexuality also. Is that a word? Heterosexuality? Probably. But that's what it means. Anything. It shouldn't be talked about, especially to little kids. So, this Larry Hogan guy, didn't read it, but felt the need to comment on it. That's a problem. Disinformation. False information which is intended to mislead, especially propaganda, issued by the government organization to rival power or the media. Well, the media is spreading the misinformation, the disinformation here. Okay? Read the bill. You're a parent. You know someone who's a parent. You want to keep track of your kids. You want to know if they're being bullied. You want to know if they're eating their lunch. You want to know if they're following the rules. So you want to know if they're telling the teacher they think they got inappropriate thoughts or confusing thoughts. You should have the right to know that. That's what this is saying. Stop being crazy with this Don't Say Gay. No one is talking about that. It is sexual orientation across the board. Gay, straight, all of it. Male, female. Why is that such a hard thing to comprehend? The ignorance of people is mind-blowing sometimes. Anyway, that's it. Let's fire up the mics. Talk to you guys later.